Well, the WGA writer strike is still ongoing, and what must be the most delicious twist of fate yet, Netflix has posted a $900,000 salary for a, get this, an AI learning position within the company. That's right, somebody's going to get paid $900,000 per year to teach AI to write better when the WGA is striking against AI doing the writing. It is glorious. Welcome back to Words of Paradise. I'm your host, Leon Idle, and you know what? I'm all for this. Maybe AI can give us shows that will last more than, one season. Netflix posts $900,000 AI job as actors strike for fair pay and protections against AI. I love how it says actors. Like, Screen Rant doesn't even care about the writers at this point. Like, the actors are striking. Yes, go ahead. Let AI write the scripts, but who's going to act in them? Are we going to get robots now to do all the acting? And I'm like, hold on. We don't need to get robots to do the acting. You can just hire Rami Malek. Netflix posts a job opening for an AI-related position, offering a potential salary of $900,000 at the same time that actors and writers are striking for better pay and AI regulations. Now, I want to remind you guys, the individual striking for better pay wrote this scene.
Beautiful 180, crazy, thinking about the way I was that the heartbreak changed me.
That's right, a lot of you guys complained about Resident Evil 6, but Resident Evil 6 at least wasn't influenced by TikTok. The Screen Actors Guild of America Federation and Television and Radio Artists, SAG-AFTRA, and Writers Guild of America, WGA, are jointly striking for the first time since the 60s. The strikes have shut down the majority of Hollywood as actors and writers withhold labor. They will continue until the Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers, AMPTP, negotiates new contracts with the unions and addresses their concerns. Their concerns are, hey, we know all our shows are getting canceled after one season, but can you please pay us more and also release the viewing numbers to show that our shows really are successes when Amazon, Netflix, and all the rest are sitting back there like, I don't think the shows are as successful as you guys think they are, and frankly, the blame is really on us for hiring you guys fresh out of college whose only real form of, real world experience is that you had your boyfriend cheat on you or dump you, and now you feel like you're a victim because of it, so you have to write it into every show ever. And let's not even get started on the race relations that are making this country an abhorrent failure. So yeah, I like the fact that maybe Netflix and the others are kind of reconsidering how much they value these writers, and they're at this point, they think, yeah, we'll just let R2-D2 do it. I mean, he hit it off so well with audiences doing the beeps and the boots in the Star Wars movies that I think he could write a compelling screenplay. I also love that I assume R2-D2 is a male. Patriarchy! As reported by The Intercept, Netflix recently posted an AI job listing with a salary of up to $900,000. The listing is for a machine learning AI product manager whose role will be to increase the leverage of Netflix's machine learning platform, which makes perfect sense. You take one dude, you pay him $900,000 per year to make sure that continuously this AI learns to generate better and better scripts. You can cut your number of writers who are probably costing you more than $900,000, yearly, way down by having a few good writers who can sort of just touch up what the AI does for you. From a money-making standpoint, it makes perfect sense. If all you writers are such talented, fantastic uses of, space and resources, where are you at on the next great American novel? Or where are you at on getting screenplays done that you can self-produce because someone reads your work and thinks, this movie's a hit, I'm going to produce it for you? Elon Musk bought Twitter for $44 billion. I'm sure there are some multi-millionaires out there that would read one of your scripts and just be happy to make a movie out of it if you truly are so talented, if you really are the next Stephen King. Or maybe you're just awful at your job and you're too dumb to realize you're awful at your job, so you think you're being the victims here, when thankfully this has been coming for a while now. I remember the original strike in like 2008 or so, and I was very upset about it because it, interrupted Supernatural season 3, made it 16 episodes instead of 22. Your boy was very upset at the time, but looking back on it, if something similar was happening then, obviously it wasn't about AI, it was 2008, but you know what? Maybe the writer's strike back then was a pretty good thing, too. TV hadn't quite gone to shit yet then, though, so maybe it actually was fair to have a writer's strike. Jury's still out on that, and I really don't want to go back and do the research, but this is about the modern times, so let's continue. Responsibilities include creating objectives and goals for the MLP, as well as helping to educate others on the usage of MLP. Meanwhile, it's listed the typical salary for such a role at Netflix as $300,000 to $900,000. This listing was posted by the WGA, and SAG-AFTRA continued to express major concerns about the usage of AI in the film industry. Imagine being that dude who was so upset that he got that $300 residual check from She-Hulk. $300, and this guy on the low end would be making $300,000. He would be making 100 times as much money as the dude who wrote She-Hulk. That just for managing AI, one guy. That is the ultimate slap in the face with the rock hardest of blackest cocks, and I love every moment of it. Netflix's job listing adds to SAG-AFTRA and WGA AI fears. While the WGA and SAG-AFTRA are striking for many reasons, AI has been a major topic of discussion since both strikes began. The WGA began its strike back in May. Mind you, back in May. Here we are at the tail end of July, and the strike has no end in sight. Are you guys really any worse off? Have we seen any, lull in content that we actually enjoy consuming? I mean, your boy here, as an anime fan, never gonna run out of content. Japanese people don't really know how to strike. I don't think they have an equivalent word for it in their vocabulary, because they're just happy to work their fingers to the bone, produce big-eyed animation for all of us filthy, slovenly Americans. And I appreciate that. Good on you, Japanese people. But really, how much are we missing out on by not having any new shows written in the last 3 months? If anything, we're doing better off because we're that much further from that Tomb Raider reboot coming to the screens, and we all know what great that's going to be, considering it has everyone's favorite Hollywood hat trick, Phoebe Waller-Bridge, behind it. In its proposals, it asks for studios to create regulations that avoid AI replacing writers or writers' work being used to train AI. However, the AMPTP rejected the proposal outright, offering only to hold meetings to discuss technological advancements. Meanwhile, SAG-AFTRA is concerned about AI using actors' likenesses without compensation or permission, as technological advances have made it possible for a likeness to be recreated wholly through CGI and deepfake. I don't know about that. I mean, for anyone that saw The Flash and saw Christopher Reeve, or frankly, for anyone that saw Star Wars Rogue One and saw Grand Moff Tarkin, it's their likeness, but it's the same sort of likeness you're going to get when you play a PS2 game, so I think your fears are a bit misplaced. And again, if it does happen, oh well, so be it. The CGI version of Jim Carrey can't go out there and, give his girlfriend an STD intentionally without telling her, unlike the real one. That's a true fact, look it up. In response to SAG-AFTRA's concerns, the AMPTP offered a solution that has drawn comparisons to the Black Mirror episode Joan is Awful. It would allow studios to scan and retain the likeness of an actor in exchange for 1 day of pay, and to use that likeness for any future project without compensation or consent. Oh well, they're paid to pretend. They are professionals at joking around and being someone they are not. Everyone goes through life pretending they're someone they're not when they want to get a job interview or when they want to take a hot girl on a date and they lie and say they have a Ferrari. Everyone goes through life acting. I really don't care if these individuals aren't making multi-millions anymore doing it. If you're gonna get into it, you do it for the labor of love of the art that is acting. Ask any, again to bring up anime voice actor that makes $55,000 a year on average doing it. Meanwhile, Netflix's job posting adds greater weight to that fear. While many equate Hollywood with wealth, the average salaries and entry-level salaries for actors and writers are fairly low, ranging from $40,000 to $60,000. Studios have claimed that calls for better compensation are simply unrealistic. I love how they're trying only $40,000 to $60,000 a year. Well, I'm sorry, you're getting into an artistic endeavor, then that's what you want to make your life. Go out there and be a plumber, be a coal miner, climb some cell phone high towers, and actually make sure that people got service so they can use Twitter to bitch about how much money they're not making being a writer. I just can't feel sorry for the fact that you're making $40,000 to $60,000 per year doing an artistic endeavor that you're not that good at to begin with. If you were actually talented at it, if there was good content coming out in more than just a handful of cases that made me think, wow, this is incredible, then I would actually admit you deserve to be paid more. But thus far, the last decade, give or take, of TV and film have only proven me you are being overpaid, even at atrocious rates like $40,000 and $60,000. And also, let's not forget, this says entry-level salaries. So yeah, there's no one making $40,000 to $60,000, and if they are, once again, they deserve it. They're trying to use lowball numbers to manipulate you because yes, it's Screen Rant. Yet these studios are willing to pay almost $1 million yearly to one AI worker. Yes, but one AI worker can get so much content out there, once again, at probably a higher quality of work, that makes sense to pay them that much. Netflix's job posting seems to suggest a prioritization of AI over human actors and writers. Oh, you love to I don't even have jokes here. It just tastes so good. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, it has been a great day. I mean, it's been my Sunday, so I had the day off work. I just chill around the house, hang out, watch some movies, got a car legal. I made some chicken wings, found out I could still fit into a Hot Topic small thanks to the carnivore diet. So this is just the icing on the cake. Your boy Leon's had the best day he's had in quite a while, and is relishing in the fact these writers are having the worst multiple months they've had in quite a while, because their bad multiple months almost might equate to the bad multiple years me and all the others who are avid television and moviegoers and fans of the interactive mediums of film and whatnot, yeah, we are very glad to see this happening because maybe it matches what we've been going through for almost a decade. But those are just my opinions. Let me know yours in the comments down below, or let me know on Twitter where you can find me at Bolt the Word. And please do subscribe. I am a nerdy news channel. I cover nerdy news every day. Not always about Netflix or television shows, but movies, video games, anime, Magic the Gathering, you name it, it's all here in the Nerdosphere. And this has been Words of Paradise.